Your new lease of life suits you rather well. What do you and your newborn vitality require of me? Nothing like ridding oneself of a god's unwanted influence to lighten the load on your shoulders. I wasn't sure if we'd lose you to that darkness entirely. I'm glad to know you found your way back to us. Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for? Back in the thick of things at last. Oh, how exciting.
Well done again on besting Baal and all that. It was very twee. Especially the part with that poor excuse for a skeleton waved his magic wand and made it all better. Yes, you were so very scary. I knew you had that sweet heart all along. I was alarmed by you sometimes, scandalized even. But somehow, by your side, I still only ever saw you.
Thy wheel of fate turns ever to the dark. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a
Whatever happens next, be sure that I will document it all as accurately as possible.
Yes?
You have vanquished the Slayer, as I knew you would. You are strong. You are mighty. You are you.
Make sure you are refreshed before we set out again, friend. The road to justice is paved.
Hard to believe she is dead, after all that she did to me. I do not often doubt myself. But surviving Orin took courage and strength I was not sure I had. I could not have faced her without you. You are trying to raise my spirits. I appreciate it, but any joy the sight of Orin's corpse brings me is but a speck of comforting shade. There is little relief to be found from the heat of the storm we are caught in. While the brain is still free, and we are still infected, we will never be safe. But we can talk of this later. For now, let us be glad that we still draw breath, and that Orin does not. You wish to consult me?
I received a dispatch from the Grove. Life carries on there in our absence, just as nature intended. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid. One grand victory may not be enough to absolve a host of small failures. That is where true leadership lies. Not in winning a single vast battle, but in fighting 1,000 smaller ones. Making 10,000 difficult decisions. Finding balance where none seems possible. Day after day. I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid. To be a leader, as am I. I can scarcely imagine life without your company now. And, of course, I made a promise to help you. One I intend to fulfill. Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely and for so long, I almost missed the purpose it gave me. Now I must find a new one. Oakfather preserve you. And a hard-won freedom at that. Well done.
It was no easy thing, overcoming those urges that gripped you. I'm not sure I would have managed in your shoes. Well done. Good. I knew you had what it took to quieten your demons. I'd hate to have lost the real you. I'd join you, but things are looking a tad crowded. You'll need to make room for me. Wonderful. I was beginning to feel a little left out. Let's get on with it.
The start, a moment floods back. The gaping knife hole in your brain seems to have briefly knitted together. Children darting their way through the city streets of the gate, chasing one another. While you hunt like a lion, your tag touch is gentle. Play. Friends. Fun. A time before Baal. Foster parents who cared for a lost Baal spawn. Dreams of your own future before the awakening of the urge. How many loved ones died?
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.
You have conquered your urge. You have taken back your own soul. I'm so proud of you. If I had a bottle of dragon dew, I'd open it in your honor.
Ready and waiting.
Hail!
Gods, can it be? The man who raised the city's walls became an Illithid.
You both know you owe your lives to me. I am not fallen. I am risen.
We must make this a secret we carry beyond the grave. No name is more sacred to the city than Balduran's. Not even mine. When people think his name or see his likeness, they must imagine a hero, not a horror.
How misguided you are.
Hope you're keeping well, friend. Hope you're keeping well, friend. You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you. Ooh, more. Nice here. The caves smell like rotting meat. Goblin camp smells like goblins. Yes, fun.
I never quite realized how burdened I was until I met you. The threat of the Shadow Curse, the politics of the Grove. I was forgetting who I was. But you lifted the fog. Thank you. You. I discovered you. I have lived a very long time. I have taken many lovers. My heart does not stir lightly. But it does now. Truly? I thought you felt the same as I did. You saw to my needs here in camp with the care of a lover, not a host. But I respect your choice, if that's how you truly feel. Your friendship remains precious to me. I understand. And I still cherish our relationship. Still, I could not have forgiven myself had I not taken the plunge. Better to have tried and failed.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Darling?
Why must the dead three be so obvious and ugly with their decor? Blood and bones, bones and blood. Pointy nonsense. At least Shah had some panache.
As did Mistra's home on Elysium. Her ribbed vaults and buttresses created a magic entirely of their own. Not to mention her pleasure domes.
Pleasure dome.
It's a perfectly legitimate architectural feature.
The corpse does not respond.
So, we have the final stone. I need to see it for myself. There it is. So innocent, but such potential. You have done very well indeed.
The netherstones pulse with psionic energy, permeating you, pulling you in line with their rhythm. The thrum quickens, rising, cresting on a single feeling. A location.
A moving pool beneath the city itself. So that's where the Chosen imprisoned the brain. To conceal it, one would imagine, and to maintain the illusion of their own control above ground. If memory serves, there are smuggling routes beneath the city. They will take you underground. When we reach the pool, we will find the brain, and we will end this. In death, thraldom, or freedom. But a word of caution. Once we cross into the Elder Brain's domain, there will be no turning back. Finish your business here before you proceed. The brain will be waiting for us.
Darling?
striking distance.
Got to keep fighting. On the move.
Cry about it.
Imperativi.
Free. We must discover where it is hidden before that happens.
If Gortash was so clever, how'd he end up dead? Don't think I'm now asking that.
Transformation. The brain must be doing this of its own volition. The restraints on its behavior seem to have removed.
Time to meet your maker.
Got it. Want to do it?
Can't afford to let up.
Let's go. Want another?
power.
You see an altar dedicated to Mystra.
The absolute heretics. Bless them with the strength to endure.
This altar isn't dedicated to a single god, but instead acts as a conduit to many. Your god is one of many, and in this place you sense a spark of its mighty divine flame. Your soul opens to their divine power. Your father's power stops your heart for one horrible, terrible moment, then starts it again with a lash of duty.
One with the weave.
Mystra has already spoken. There is nothing else for you here. Feel the chill gaze of the Moon Maiden upon you. Selûne welcomes you. An inscription reads, "Let all who worship the changing tides of life and knowledge feel the blessings of Selûne. Trust in the purity of my light. See the constancy in its inconstancy, and you will be guided aright." As a moon-bathed cleric, this is your moment to bask in her lunar light and imbue your spirit with her majesty and grace.
Divine protectors of Baldur's Gate, hear this humble plea. Shield our people from the depredations of the absolute heretics. Bless them with the strength.
Feel the chill gaze of the Moon Maiden upon you. Selûne welcomes you. Feel the chill gaze of the Moon Maiden upon you. Selûne welcomes you. amount you've offered proves your faith and devotion. You may now pray here once a day for a divine blessing. Show reverence before your deity and open your soul to their divine power. The cold, white light of Selûne fills you with majestic wisdom and grace. Shine forth as the Moon Maiden shines.
See, Mr. Needle, I first met the late Lord Wartash when I was a child.
Stories! Get them right here!
Can't get involved with this.
I wouldn't say I'm certain, just optimistic.
They're lost, aren't we?
Conmocuus in lingua mortua.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Making me soup ruined now.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Limbs locked up, then hand cut off.
We can't let them know we're vulnerable. Fine. We'll just stand here until you remember the
Bet I can crack that open.
You're certain Figarosi's...
I wouldn't say I'm certain, just...
That corpse is huge. And is that a burning heart? The clown's arm. Dribbles, no doubt.
The corpse.
Why don't we just retrace our steps? Left, left, right. Down the stairs,
And was it upstairs?
This could be our chance to see our names in the daily broadsheet.
Keep your eyes open. Let's see if we can spot an interviewing reporter.
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard? I do think
Stories! Get them right here! The printing block has never been so full.
considering an army of cultists is on its way to cut our throats.
Where's the bystander?
The island found by an anti-contest
Helping anyone,
is it?
Helps me. Good to get it off.
To be all right.
Promise.
Mummy!
That's right. Mummy is here. Be all right. Promise.
Mummy!
That's right. Mummy is here.
I know. You spend your wages on sweets.
Nothing but doom and gloom in the Gazette since Gortash died.
Opportunists, the lot of them, and not a thought for their neighbours.
That's curious.
Not everyone subscribes to what is mine is yours, it seems. Best keep your hands to yourself.
Still alive. So that's progress. This is a rich archive, and the murderer wanted found.
Blood.
A foot smeared with paint, among other things. This must belong to Dribbles.
The corpse regards you lifelessly. The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Investigating odd records. Tombstone. Shaw. No owner. Decades now.
cooking, construction.
Should have killed the little monsters.
They were provoked. The child was prodding them while they were trying to.
Trito! Trito! Yes! I has lots of stuffs just for you. Bye-bye now. Come back to Papa soon.
Oh, my darling. He was simply irritable. I am not buttering.
Oi! Give that! Oh, a scaly scale. Oh, that's my super special hand, and I needs it back. Now. I found it by the clown man's tent. Fought a rat for it and everything's. It's a one-of-a-kind hand with artisanal bite marks. It's worth lots. All right. Nama Lucretia says we family. Suppose that means Dribbles was too. Yeah. But don't tell nobodies I gave it to you for free. Got to protect my reputation as a tough business lord.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior. Any luck finding Dribbles? Oh, perfection. This is just what I need. His flesh has a few rat bites and his teeth are missing, but these are minor issues. I shall remake Dribbles better than before, where once he was famous, he will now become legend. And you? Here, darling, a little something from your friend, Lucretius. My circus and I can now finally leave. It's called magic, darling. Do keep up. And you delectable vintage. Oh, and if you do take on the Absolute, do try not to end up like poor Dribbles. You are so very pretty after all.